Tonight, from Seattle, Washington, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks versus Cam Newton and the New England Patriots.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Cam Newton and the New England Patriots. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Amir Bird on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
White's first carry. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Tackled at the 20.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Off play action. Newton. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
New England.
From the 50, Newton. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Newton on the keeper.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
James White, the ball carrier.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Tackle. 2 yards.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 37-yard line.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 31. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Newton. And that will be incomplete.
Newton's pass.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this one is right down Broadway.
Is good.
And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Tackle made by Adrian Phillips.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the...
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Touchdown. Rashad Penny. His second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Demir Bird returning it. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. On 1st and 10, Newton. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
First down, New England.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
CD, you take a look at this draft class from this offense, and they went defense with their first-round pick.
Yeah, and you and I both know there were a lot of good players on that list, but this was a defense that was in need of an infusion of youth and speed, and that's what they got.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton, open man is Myers. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Throwing again is Newton. Dancing to his right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Darrell Taylor in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's a nice catch there by Julian Edelman, and he's going to be a reliable target no matter who's playing quarterback. Topped 1,000 yards receiving for the 3rd time last season. I just love his story. College quarterback to one of the top slot receivers in the NFL.
And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Running out of the gun with White. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
James White, the ball carrier.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Marquise Lee, his first touchdown of the new season. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
One more game remains to be played in week 2 after this one, and it's a game that folks have been looking forward to for months, if not years. The first ever regular season home game for the Las Vegas Raiders as they host the Saints. 8:15 Eastern, 5:15 in Vegas, right here on EA Sports. That should be fun. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And all the way down to the 12. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of it.
Penny, a first down carry. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On second down, here's Penny. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On third down, Penny. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That'll be good for 6, but now it's fourth down.
It's fourth down.
They'll run for it with Penny. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
First down and goal to go.
Penny will try to punch it in. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. I think if that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game.
Brings up second.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you to get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Newton. Lee's got it over the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
That's complete into the hands of Myers. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Being chased out left. They'll try and run it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Out of the gun, Newton. Escape cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
Wilson.
Now the Seahawks going to use the
14-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
What a great rookie campaign in 2019 for DK Metcalf, who came in with high expectations, was actually upset that he went in the 2nd round, not the 1st round, but quickly proved everyone wrong who didn't take him prior. 900 yards receiving, 7 touchdowns, and looks exactly like a Seattle Seahawks receiver is supposed to look. Big, strong, physical, and catches all the contested passes downfield.
And that's good for another Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
now. Wilson on first down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Getting set to go again here, Cam Newton marches back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing, and I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. And on the connection, this is Ryan Izzo, complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. This is White on the screen. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Newton. On the crossing route, complete. That's Myers. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To the air again, Newton. He hits White, complete. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Newton. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
First down, New England.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Colin Kaepernick, 2 touchdown passes as his guys make amends for the setback in Week 1. Next, we head off to check out another game, and it was the visiting LA Rams who get the victory in that one. 27-21, your final. And lastly, Monday Night Football has a good one lined up between the New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now they'll run it again with Benny. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
With the give.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Brings up 3rd.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield, and going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Newton over the middle. Julian Edelman. It's complete.
Newton's pass.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches on the Seahawks' 21-yard line.
Now White. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Touchdown.
A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Cam Newton now getting his guys ready to go for the 2-point try.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offense...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They lead things here as they start 1st and 10, trying to get rid of that bad taste in their mouth from the loss last week to the Atlanta Falcons. Wilson. He'll find his man. That's Freddie Swain. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Ready.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Intercepted by the Patriots.
You're looking there, the defensive back was maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now following the interception, here's Newton. He's going to have the hook up to Izzo.
Newton's pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard.
Newton now to throw. Flushed out right. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
On the keeper.
And the Seahawks had a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field.
3rd down.
From the gun, Newton. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it.
Newton's pass. Complete to Jacoby Myers. A gain
That's a
of
play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st down, Newton. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
They'll run with White. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Marquise Blair on
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He's going to let this go deep for Lee. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will cut the lead down to just 2.
21. Patriots 19.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Tyler Lockett was the target there, but it's going to be 2nd down. To throw again. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the pickup, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
The tackle made by Lawrence.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football. And that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Again, it's Homer. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Homer at the ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Going on the ground with Homer. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everywhere. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. All you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Wilson. And it's caught. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny taking it in. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Jason.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Newton and the Patriots down by 9. 2:12 to play. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. Newton on 1st down. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
On the keeper. It's a gain of 8. brings up second.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton, slant route, caught by Edelman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Jacoby Myers, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Newton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Jordan Brooks brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Eluding the pressure right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Lee. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Newton. And a dump off to White. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Newton to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. But now it's 3rd and goal. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Incomplete. It's 4th down and goal at the 4-yard line.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They snap it to Newton. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. And it's incomplete. And now we're down to 10 seconds. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it is strictly for pride.
And they work this out past the 25. We'll get whistles, and they signal for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Wilson to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Tonight's.
So the victory here for Seattle. Spurred by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Seahawks, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys.